All right, everyone. So we had discussed array manipulation. We had discussed slicing, indexing. Right now, here we will discuss what array joining and splitting. It's a very small topic. It's a very small concept that we have to understand. It is like we have two different array and you want to join them together. Okay, that is a very common practice. Like suppose if you're working on multiple data sets, okay, or you are sourcing data from different resources, right? So before using it, you may have to join them together. Okay, so that's why joining is very important, right? So to practice this thing, let's say I'll take an array over here. Okay, first of all, let's create a import numpy as np. Okay, then let's create an array np.array. Okay, and here we will do what? I'll get array like 2, 5, 4. Okay, and one more array, let's say 6, 4, 3. That means one more row, right? So this is our A. Okay, now let's create one more array. Okay, and let's give it a name B. Okay, np dot array, great. And thereafter I'll give it a name like something 1, 5, 3, some random values I'm picking up 7, 6, 4. All right, now print B. All right, now let's see if you look at the values over here. Okay, so if you look at the values over here, what you say, you have two different arrays, right? Both the arrays are of same what? 2 cross 3. Okay, now when it comes to join them together, isn't it? So what do you do? It's like, we have two options. Okay, you can join them together, right? Like for example, if this is your first array, the other array you can put like this. Okay, so this is called vertical stacking. Okay, similar, if you have this kind of array and then you can just put it the other array over here. So this is called horizontal stacking. Okay, so whenever we talk about a stacking, okay, we have two options. This is called what? Vertical stacking. Okay, vertical stacking. This is called what? Horizontal stacking, isn't it? So according to the requirement, we choose any one of them, right? So let's see over here when we perform the vertical stacking, how it can be done. So for performing the vertical stacking, we'll do what? C is equals to np.concatenate. Okay, what A comma B. Okay, so now let's print C. Okay, now if I want to perform the horizontal stacking, what can I do? Can I use the same function, but this function is concatenating vertically. So how it can be done horizontally? To use this thing for a horizontal stack, we'll use one more term which is called axis. So let's say axis is equals to 1. I'll give it to. Okay, now let's print D. So this is your horizontal stacking. All right. There is one more way of performing the same thing, that is horizontal and vertical stacking. All right. So what's that way? You can use a function called vstack or hstack, right? So it's like, let's say E is equals to np.hstack. Okay. If I use horizontal stack, right, and I pass these two values, what A and B, so it will perform the horizontal stacking just like concatenate. So it's up to you. Like if you want to use both the ways, we should do. Okay, if you see over here, horizontal stacking, same way if I use np dot what vstack. Okay, if I use np dot vstack, why it is not typing? Just a minute. Okay, np dot vstack a comma b, right? Now let's see. Okay. So this is how we can do the joining. Okay, so we had seen how can we perform array joining. Now we see splitting. So splitting is what? Let's say I have a array over here. N1 is equals to np dot array. Okay, let's say I have a value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 6. Okay, now using a split function, we can split it, right? Like we can do what? Let's say I'll do C is equals to np dot split. Okay, what I have to split? N1, right? Okay, so N1 we can split into 3 parts. Let's say comma 3. Okay, now let's see over here. See, okay, it is splitted. Each part you can access like this. Print C 0. Print C1. Okay, like this, right? All good. Okay. If you have array like this, like for example, let's see if I have array over here and I will make it two dimension. Let's say I'll make it this one bracket, this one again one bracket, this one is one bracket. All right. Now let's print N1. Now what happened? Let's see. Okay, same split I'm using, right? So now we have split it again here into three parts. Again, we can access them. So this was all about how can you perform arrays joining and how can you perform array splitting. Thank you guys. Okay, next we'll discuss array broadcasting. Thanks a lot.